Let's see if anybody's here. All right, so far so good on this world. Okay, yesterday, let me see how many. I did 25 KC yesterday. So let's do Dragon Pick by 100. We should be able to put in 75 kills on this guy, I think, today. So let's put a prediction up. Will I get Dragon Pick by 100? 5-minute prediction. By 100 KC, okay? Yes or no? Prediction is up. Why do you need Dragon Pick? To get faster XP. When I'm AFKing, and to do more damage in Cox and TOA. And also, the wilderness bosses drop the most amount of loot for Ironman. So farming for a dragon pick will make it so I have tons of prayer pots. So there's like multiple benefits of having it. I'm already up to like in just one day of farming for the dragon pick, I'm already up like 200 prayer potions. And there's also a chance at getting a Void Waker too, which I wasn't planning on farming, but you know, if it's one of those things where you do need a dragon pick, so hopefully you just kind of get one while you're farming it. If you get spooned, you never know. We have a prediction going for like another 3 minutes if you want to gamble on if we get the dragon pick today. Ooh, rune pick. Also, the wilderness bosses are some of the only bosses in the game that are self-sustaining. Meaning you don't have to use any of your own supplies to farm them. So since you're getting upgrades at a positive rate of using supplies. So those are some of the best bosses in the game to farm for Ironman. And the other boss that's like that is Muspa. You actually profit from killing them. Like it's a net zero supply usage. Moons and CG as well. So Moons, CG, Muspa, and Wilderness bosses. These are all farms in the game that are not really a waste of time on an Ironman. They're all very, very useful because you don't lose anything for doing it. It's 100% gain for the account. Is it a waste on the main? I have no idea. Not a clue. Gold ore, nice. Until a PKer comes. That's why I have my main outside scouting right now. I literally hop as soon as I see the light flash, I'm hopping. All right, I'm TPing out. Because we're in the solos one, I could just TP out instantly. I don't even think that you can get ganked. If you, as soon as I see a light flash on my screen, I just one tick teleport. And I don't think that in that amount of time, somebody can enter the dungeon and cast teleblock spell on me. I don't think that they can physically be fast enough. So I think it's 100% free if you use the scout. As long as you're paying attention, you're good. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think as long as you're locked in, you're clear if you use the scout. Ooh, Sandfuse. That's why LMGD was using these. Yo, booty hits. Thank you for the prime. Hashtag bankrupt Bezos, one prime at a time, boys. Thank you guys for using the primes on the stream. Is anyone else craving like some chocolate milk? I might be addicted to chocolate milk. Is that a thing? I'm drinking some right now. Hell yeah, brother. I think chocolate milk just kind of hits, man. No cap, I drink like 1 liter a day. Holy, we got some milkers in the chat. We got some big milkers. I didn't realize how many big milkers were in the chat. Ooh, 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 the Raxon on them. Oh my god, that hits hard if you land right on the circle. It's like proximity damage. Bro, I have high alked over 100 rune pickaxes this week. These things are like a 1 in 3 drop rate. Oh, I should be preserving as well, huh? How many subs to alk your dragon pick? It depends on how long it takes me to get it. I feel like the number would go up based on how dry I went. Guys, how many subs would you alk a dragon pick for? If it was your first one. For 1 sub? For 10 gifted? Damn, some of you guys are cheap. You guys are some cheap alkers. We got big milkers and cheap alkers in here.
Hype train detected. Party mode awaits at level 5.
Oh gosh.
You know what to do.
Oh no, the hype train doesn't start automatically anymore. Dude, we haven't actually gotten a hype train since they added like 30 something songs. I was told that they added like 30 new songs to the hype train thing. I have not heard a single one of them yet because we have not gotten a hype train in weeks. But next hype train we get, we'll see if there's any bangers on there. Do I claim 5 Raynar on Delve 8 or push? Brother, we go. I mean, on the Ironman, I think we got to claim the rain, dude. I think we got to claim the rain every time. The bot is gaslighting. That's crazy. Always push unless you're ass. Yo, I'm ass, so like, you know, I'm claiming. I'm claiming the reins. Unless I got hella Raynar in the bank. Who knows? Maybe after the dragon pick grind, I'll actually have some more Raynars. I'm up to like 200 right now.
30 seconds. Time is running out.
Wait. Random Crazy Chicken did subscribe.
Remain. The party is within reach.
Dang, that was... How did the bot know that you were going to sub? 1 minute ahead of when you actually did. That's crazy.
Random Crazy Chicken subscribed.
The bot is from the future.
We have a new
another rune pick.
Supporter. Random Crazy Chicken has defeated King in Northside.
Why do you have 80 rune crafting? I needed to get 77 so I could craft blood runes so that I could do attempts in Inferno. Because I was using about 2,000. Oh, that was a misclick. I was using like 2,000 blood runes per attempt in the Inferno. So I had to get to a point where I could craft my own. Otherwise, it wasn't sustainable. So I had to do a lot of rune crafting. The real question is, why don't you have 99 rune crafting? Dude, I think 99 rune crafting is one of the last one that people do. Go up. Oh, melee protect. Man, grinding this boss with a crush weapon would probably feel a little better than this, but hey, when the zombie axe lands, it does kind of smack though. It does hit 50s. It's just not very accurate. Is this a good boss for money? This is one of the this is one of the best bosses for money especially for Ironman. I mean, you can see right here I've got 36 kills, 2.32 mil. I've hit the Reynard table once. So we got 60 different prayer pots from him. And we got a Ring of the Gods. It's a pretty easy boss, but it's a lot of movement. You have to move after every single hit. I got a random event on my other on my surveillance account here. Scared me for a second. All right, we got sand fuse. 12 sand fuse today. Very nice. Boys, thank you guys for those subs. I appreciate that. Your OSRS girlfriend. Nice name. Thank you very much for that tier 1. I appreciate that. 5-monther. Guys, your OSRS girlfriend has been subbed for 5 months. It's been a good 5 months, I'll tell you that. I'm happy I played RuneScape, guys. Somewhere there's a different timeline out there in the universe where I'm still playing WoW. Guys, after we hit 100 of these, if we still don't have the dragon pick, we might have to hit Callisto. I don't know if anybody's down for that later. We might have to rally the troops. This might be my last KC right here. I don't have any more blighteds. I looted some, but they're in my bag, so I'm gonna have to go back to the bank. The only unique I've gotten so far, guys, is the Ring of the Gods. I don't have any Voidwaker pieces or any God Wars dungeon pieces. This is the first piece of loot that I've gotten in months. Was this Ring of the Gods, and I don't even know if I'm gonna ever use it. Like I don't know if there's a scenario in which I would use it. Death rune. All right, let's TP. Okay, so we royal seed pod and then we Farrak. I think what we have to do here is we have to go get the dragon pick. I think that's what we have to do. Out of all the things we could do and the things that we are going to do is we're going to get the D pick. Just like my last girlfriend. Viewer Vetion. You can't do a viewer Vetion, can you? This is a solo boss. Oh, this is Calvarian. You have a playlist? I use Spotify Radio. LeBlanc Radio on Spotify. This is my favorite station I found. Okay, potting. I'm down for a multi-vet. We could multi-vet or multi-Callist. Maybe we could multi-vet. Would you guys rather multi-vet or multi-Cali? What's better? If you're doing multi, you go Callist. Why is that? Why is multi-Vetion shit? Oh, there's no minions on Callisto. But you don't need a freezer. So there's like some pros and cons to it, I guess. Super restores. How good is this dragon pick gonna feel when we get it today? I've been farming this thing forever. I just got mine at 37 KC. The spooner. I'm at 41, bro. How did you get it before me? That doesn't make any sense. I'm out here putting in infinite amounts of work. Getting nothing in return. Just putting out positive vibes into the universe. And getting nothing back. Indako, are you coming in here and saying hi to the chat, but not hi to me? What the heck, bro? Guys, somebody say what's up to Indako. Any loot today? No. Not yet. We're... To be fair, though, we're only at like, I don't know, 10 KC or something? I don't know how many of these I've killed so far yet. We have not killed very many. We were kind of just chatting for a bit, enjoying some chocolate milk, inviting people to the guild, doing a breach. So we haven't gotten into the heavy KCs yet today. And we really didn't even get into the reacts today. We're gonna have to do that soon. We have a good react today. We're gonna look into it, but apparently the Ashes of Creation situation got a lot worse. It's worse than we thought, boys. Ooh, 180 blood runes. The rabbit hole goes deeper. Did you watch GG? I did not. I am 2 episodes behind on GG. It did come out yesterday. If we were going to watch GG, we'd probably watch it on a Sunday like today when the most amount of people haven't seen it. It'd probably be the best idea to watch it today, but would it be weird to watch it if I haven't seen the last one? Because the only time I get to watch it is when I'm on stream, and I took a vote. Like, I was like, should we watch GG right now? And then the majority of people voted they didn't want to watch it, I think, because they'd already seen it. So I don't know if I want to make people watch it again. Don't most people get Dragon Pick from Chaos Elemental? I think most people probably get it from whatever boss they're farming, right? Whatever you get a ton of KCs on. Why would you farm Chaos Elemental, though? What does that particular boss drop? I'm not familiar. You can just get a D pick. Easier for safe spotting and flinching? Easier than this? Even though this is a simple boss, you still have to be locked in for it, man. You can't just be slipping. I was about to say, did he just drop nothing? He dropped dark fishing bait. What the heck is that? I don't know if I've ever gotten that. Is that how you catch dark crabs? Dark crabs are dead content. Oh, fuck. Almost knocked over my milk, but I drank it all, thank God. I did. I knocked over my milk cup, but it was already empty. Guys, this whole time, I did not have my UAV online. Someone could have come to gank me. I had to log into my... I had to log into my main, my spy. Chat, you guys got to see what the... You guys got to see what Shay posted in the Discord. This guy said, "Hey, I got a new product you could sell on the stream," and he sent me this. I'll show you to you after this kill. Look at this thing he sent me. Would you guys buy these right here? Sardaco's Bronze Man brand premium sardines. It looks legit, bro. Looks good. Enjoy that one, Yeti. That was good. That was a good one, man. Yo, chat. Yo, chat. Did Sar de-iron? Yo. Yo. Did he de-iron? Anybody know? Guys, let me tell you something right now. After 100 plus days on the Ironman, I am never de-ironing this character. There's no way. We are way too far in. Wine of Zammy, I need those. I was on a wine of Zamarok shortage for a while. You know what else I'm short on right now? Don't even say hair, guys. I'm short on red spider eggs. No, I'm not short on height. We're decent. We're decent. It's good enough. 6'1" is good enough. You know, it's no 6'4", but I feel like the ladies are not going to get mad at 6'1", you know what I mean? Ooh, speaking of dark crabs, you guys ever think they'll put a melee weapon in the game that cleaves? Oh, does scythe cleave? No, like on the regular auto attack. Like a 360. Like a barrage or a Venator bow. Like a whirlwind. It could happen. Whirlwind is too OP. Some people say Venator bow is OP, huh? Like a little blade storm, yeah. RuneScape 3 has that. RuneScape 3, whenever I come up with the idea, it's usually already done or they're doing it in RuneScape 3. That's what I found. Obviously, all my ideas are genius, but this one was, you know, I think I cooked with this one. OSRS gets a decent amount of stuff from RS3. And vice versa, right? I mean, they're basically trying to make RuneScape 3 a lot more like OSRS. I mean, if you guys have seen the timeline and the stuff that they're changing to the game, like the entire timeline for RuneScape 3 was like, this is what we're removing from the game this year. It's like, normally they add stuff. RuneScape 3, it's all like, yeah, we're actually getting rid of this, and this. And everyone's like, yes! It's so funny. It's just the year of removing stuff. Less is more, you know they say. The more they remove, the more I want to play. Hey, simple is better, guys. Simple always wins. RS3 has 220k people online. Is that more than old school RuneScape? That doesn't sound right for some reason. They show you the combined? Okay. I think you've been bewitched, my friend. You've been led astray by the number. Do not let the number trick you. The number is a lie. Yo, guys, what are you guys doing right now in RuneScape? Fill me in. CG. Are y'all hitting the calv as well? Okay. We're all hitting the calv? The Doomer? Dude. I hope you guys get out of CG, man. I can't believe Triumphant is still in there. That guy has been in there for months. Months and months and months. I got my Bofa 3 out of 6 on seeds. I feel like I had the perfect CG experience. I don't know about you guys, but I got all of my armor seeds. And then I got the Bofa last on 321 KC. I feel like that was a very good experience. It's like an ideal run. And then I got the back-to-back. Right after I got Bofa, I had to do the back-to-back, and I got another armor seed. So I ended at 322 with 7 armor seeds. Do you think you'll have to go back for crystal shards? Yeah, eventually I'm gonna have to get some more crystal shards because I just started using divine pots. I started using divine range pots a lot now for DPS. The divine pots are really good. But we might hit the Volcano. I don't know if we'll go back to CG. My account is finally stabilizing. I'm hitting a point where my money is starting to go up instead of down, and my supplies are starting to sustain. Like, I'm not really spending money anymore on my iron. Blade is good if you get another enhance. I do have the pet. I spooned the pet first, actually. So I have the... Well, I burned the pet for 5 subs. I incinerated it. You can get it back? Yeah, but I'm not going to. That defeats the point of incinerating it, right? That'd be a scamaz. What kind of stream do you guys think this is? You guys think I'm a scam streamer? When I say get rid of the pet for 5 subs, I mean never summon it again. Speaking of, I did get a rock pet the other day. And that one, you know, if 5 subs were to be donated, we might have to incinerate a rock pet. You know what I mean? And I'm not talking about the pet rock. I'm talking about the rock golem. I'm talking about the Rocky G. If y'all know about the Rocky G, you know. The Fantastic Four pet. Guys, is Coxie the only person on Earth that put speed run and pets in the same sentence? Is he lost his mind? Bro said speed run all pets. A pet speed run is like 3 years. Like, and he's doing it again. Anything's a speed run if you put a timer on the screen. That is true. Is my bag full? We're down bad. Yeah, my bag is full. We're gonna have to dump. Anybody PKing in like kind of like, I mean, RMs with that staff. If I see that staff, I know they know what they're doing. Anybody in RMs or Carols probably knows what's going on. That toxic staff. Hey, this is a good source of blood runes as well. Vedion kind of putting out a little bit, y'all. He drops randomly all the stuff that you need on an iron. Do you think that was on purpose? Why is his drop table so good? Is that to incentivize irons to go to the wilderness to get PK'd? Pretty good game design there. Pretty good game design, Jagek. I don't know what they can do about the scouts. The scouting thing is OP. Takes away the risk. They'd have to put all the bosses deeper in the wildy so you can't TP out. Would you guys like to see if they... What if they did this? What if they took out TPing from the wilderness altogether and then they turned up the drop rates? But you can't TP out of the wildy anymore. You can still freeze and log. But you'd have to run out of the wilderness, or you'd have to go to Ferox to TP out. PvP clans would control bosses and farm loot. They already do that. That's what multi's for. It's for clans. Multi died with the revs. They might be bringing it back. That last the last post, they talked about bringing back multi revs. I had a great time doing multi revs in DMM. I don't know if it'll pass the vote, but I'll probably vote yes on it just to see what happens. The truth is, not enough people interested in PvP regardless of what they do. Yeah, you can't really make PvP people be interested in PvP in MMOs. I mean, PvP is just kind of dead in MMOs nowadays. It's just, it's not a very popular thing. In World of Warcraft, all the PvP streamers are gambling streamers now. Otherwise, you know, there wasn't enough people watching. If you want to make the wilderness active again, though, isn't it pretty simple? You just keep on increasing how, like, you keep on increasing how good the drops are? You make the drops so good that people have to go there? Isn't that how you populate the wilderness again? And that's what incentivizes me to do anything. Revs when it came out was nuts. Chat, I have a question. This is a singles plus area. So could I have my ult in here, and as soon as somebody came in here, I could just attack them with my ult? And now they can't attack me? You could box them? Is that what it's called? Like, you basically lock them into combat with your other character. So they have to kill your other character first before they can attack you. And so you could just sit there and log out while they have to fight your other character. Or you can hit yourself with your ult. Wait, low key, I think I've seen some people doing that in Deadman. There were some guys that were sitting at the Chronicle, and if somebody TP'd in with better gear than them, they would immediately attack themselves with their other character. So that I couldn't hit them. Boxing is bannable? Oh, that guy should have got banned then. So some people are boxing themselves to avoid getting PK'd. The song bangs. That Gladiator Trap remix? Go to the Wilderness Agility course. It's like a Rocky Balboa movie in there. Jagex has ridiculous PvP favoritism, despite them being such a small percentage of the community. I always felt like the PvPers are complaining about not being catered to. So I'm not sure if that is particularly true. I feel like it's the opposite. Nothing passes. The majority dislike PvP, so they vote no. There might be a flaw in the system with having everybody vote on PvP stuff. Because not everybody PvPs. But isn't that most voting? Most people voting are voting for things that they are not experts on, you know? That's just democracy. In general. There's no way to fix that. Like me and S-Fan are both experts on World of Warcraft. But what I think World of Warcraft Classic Plus should be is so drastically different from what S-Fan thinks it should be. And me and him will go back and forth and we'll talk about it all the time, and it's always a good conversation to see how black and white the differences in what we want the game to be. That's why I think it's going to be really tough for them to nail down a Classic Plus. But I think right now, the general consensus of like what everybody wants Classic Plus to be was pretty much TBC pre-patch. They should change the wildy from PvP to dying deletes gear, no grave. Why would anybody want to kill you if they don't get anything? How do we fix PvP and MMORPGs? If there was a way to fix it, it would have been fixed by now. We might have to wait for super intelligence to fix it for us. In about 5 years, guys, we'll have computers that are smarter than all the combination of humanity. So they'll be able to see all the errors and fix it almost instantly. PvP is broken because the majority doesn't want a fair fight. Let me think about that. You think that no matter what, if they made it completely fair, that's when people would complain the most, if it was perfectly balanced? Because if it's perfectly balanced, majority of people will lose. And so they won't be able to take advantage of things where knowledge gives them an advantage. If everything's perfectly balanced, that might be when the game is at its worst state. Is that what you're saying? We're tinfoil hatting this? Because it is kind of true. Listen to me. Hear me out. If you want to win in PvP and you want to dedicate your whole life to it, right? If it's perfectly balanced, you're going to have a harder time. But if you just play the meta class and you use the meta gear, you now have an advantage over anybody that's not playing the meta class and using the meta gear. So when it's imbalanced and you take advantage of the imbalance, now you have a much higher win chance. So when you can't really do things to increase your win chance other than just get better, you hit the ceiling faster. That's some tinfoil hat thinking right there. I ain't gonna lie, PvP is hard as hell in RuneScape. You go against somebody that's good, you ain't winning. You just ain't winning, guys. That's all there is to it. And I think that that's why a lot of people don't want to do it. But you could learn how to run. That's what I did. I learned how to run and I learned how to escape. Run, escape. Nice. That's why they call it run, escape. The fact that you need a scout is proof that PvP is broken a bit. I mean, they put... So the reason I'm in the wilderness right now, if you think about it, is because I want the dragon pick. This guy has the best dragon pick drop rate. But while I'm farming him, he also drops the best supplies if I don't get the dragon pick. So it sets my account up pretty good. It's very well-designed fight for an Ironman. So they've incentivized me enough as an Ironman to do this, but I don't want to be PvP'd. Goodbye. Yeah. He hopped already. Speaking of PvPers, there was one right there. Yeah, guys, there is... If you're using a scout, there is literally no way you get ganked. You just leech your world. I'm about to hop worlds. Because that guy knows what world I'm on now. That's the problem right there. What's your alarm radius set to? I don't know. If I see anybody, I'm hopping. It doesn't matter. I don't care if they're level 60. I'm hopping. Because then now they know what world I'm on, and everyone that PvPs has 9 different PvP characters. At all level ranges. Okay, have you guys ever seen a West Ham stream? This guy PvPs on 7 different characters. All AFKing on different places in the world. And as soon as one of them gets attacked, he starts fighting. I'm not messing with it. If I see one person, I'm out. All right, let me hop. Okay, got a new world. Hopping worlds to find a PvMer that doesn't fight back sounds like a miserable gameplay loop. I'll even make it sound worse, bro. They're hopping. Like, look at what they're gonna get from killing me. You know what I mean? Well, what exactly are they gonna get? They're gonna get some proselyte and some climbing boots and a few blighted restores. That's it. And maybe they PK a little bit of what's in my loot bag. If they get me at the end of a trip. I'm not gonna lie, I do want to do a I do want to do some PvP at some point. But I don't want to fight anyone that's better than me. So it's gonna be, if I run into anybody when I'm PvPing, I'm just gonna try to avoid them. You know? I don't want to lose my stuff, so you're never looking for a fight to fight someone that's better than you. That's the only way you get better. I would argue that the way that you get better is to fight people in a Mirror's Duels arena that are better than you. Or right at your skill level. And you want to just do that thousands of times. I'm talking like, you want to probably do around 10 to 20,000 duels in a Mirror's arena. And just get insanely good at switching, juking, getting your overheads. And if you don't have 20 to 30,000 duels in a Mirror's arena, you're not even putting up a fight against some of these guys that you're gonna come into. You cannot lose ticks. You have to juke. You have to use the environment. It's just like some of these guys have hundreds of thousands of kills. And so you've got to really put the time in and get your switches and stuff down. Dragonbone 60. Is that a bank? Is that enough to bank Dragonbone 60? I feel like that's a lot of prayer XP. You'll have 8k Dragon Bones after Hydra. Okay. I genuinely think the way that the Wildy is right now is hurting the game and people don't realize it. Well, what do you mean by that? Like, I'm interested. It kind of bothers me when people make statements like this. I don't think that the sky should be blue. And they just leave it at that. But like, they don't tell you what color that it should be. Or why that it's bad that it's blue. Like, that bothers me. They just like... They just say a blanket statement with no context. That's one of my pet peeves, I think. Or yeah, or like, Wildy is bad. Okay. What's bad about it? Or if I give a take and somebody's just like, nah, bad take. I'm like, okay, what was bad about it? Like, I'm interested. I want to have a conversation. But I feel like a lot of people, they don't know how to have conversations nowadays. Or at least on Twitch, they don't. How's the Wildy looking today? It's going decent. I've had to hop had to hop twice. So not too many gankers, but the scout is OP, man. The scout is OP. I think people really enjoy like shitting on other people's takes, but they don't enjoy giving their own. Because they probably don't want to get, you know, their opinion shit on either. But if you ever really want to, if you ever think you have a good idea, try sharing it. And see what happens. You will immediately have people tell you that, you'll have so many people tell you that that's a bad idea. I've also learned that from streaming. Think of it this way, predator versus prey. The prey loses. So they stop coming to the wildy. Less people for the PKers to hunt. Let's say the prey wins, the PKer dies, they drop 20 million. The prey thinks they're good. They come back, then gets farmed by other people over and over. Yeah, what? Guys, I don't know if the prey has stopped coming to the wilderness, guys. I mean, I'm still here. The prey is just getting smarter. The prey is evolving. Okay? The prey are just getting smarter. We are outsmarting the system that's been put in place by using multiple accounts, using freeze tactics, defense measures. The prey is just getting harder to hunt. And not only that, but the prey are becoming worth less and less because we're risking less and less. Because if we do die, we've already chalked it up to the fact that it's not when we die. It's not if we'll die, it's when we die. And we know that when we're going to die, we just don't want to lose that much stuff. So now we're giving the PKers less reason to hunt us. And so they are starting to get tired of hunting people and not making any money. So the only real profitable things to kill out there are other hunters. So the hunters should be hunting the hunters. But the problem with that is that's an apex predator system where eventually you run into Oda Block or West Ham or like Reese or somebody or Dino. And then you realize you can't beat them no matter how many hours you put into the game. You're never beating those guys because those guys play all day, every day. And so eventually you just like give up because you realize the only people out there to kill are people that are better than you if you want to make any money. And so if you're not the best, you just give up. That's kind of more along the lines of how I see the wilderness as it is right now. So you're either the apex predator or you're the guy that's running from them, and there's not really much in between. Basically, the wilderness is losing its middle class. Did you go to the clown party last night? I was there. I was there wearing my blue party hat. I was wearing my blue party hat at the clown party last night, guys. The Valentine's Day clown party. I was lit too. I had like I don't even want to say it. I probably had 6 drinks. I had 6, it was 6 or 7. I lost count. I had Bacardi's and Bacardi and ginger ales last night. I'm like the simplest drinker ever. Just give me one type of alcohol and one type of soda, and ginger ale just goes with everything. So I pretty much just always get, literally, it could be ginger ale with almost any type of alcohol, like just the regular kinds, you know. Whiskey, it works great with whiskey, bourbon, vodka, tequila, even. Like, it works with anything. I just get that same thing. Ooh, 60 Raynars. We're out of here. We hit the Raynar drop, boys. Let's go. Massive gains today, guys. Absolutely massive gains from the wilderness today. And look how many prayer pots we have. We have 84 down here unfinished. I just have no more snape grass because I've been doing I've been doing farming contracts, but I haven't gotten any snape grass recently from the contracts. So we now have 150 unfinished Raynars on top of 133 4 doses. So we are well over 200 prayer pots now. Master farmers give a lot of snape grass seeds. I could spend time hitting master farmers, or I could just run and grab one inventory of snape grass at a time. Ooh! Guys, this scout, my scout just detected somebody on this world. Look at him. And I'm already out of there. Yeah, this guy just... We got out of there just in time, guys. We got out of there right before we got ganked. And we got the Raynars. We're gonna have to hop worlds again. Alright, we gotta find the new world. Let's see. Okay. Let's hit another one. Uh-oh, this guy... There's another scout on this world. Let me hop one up. Okay, here we go. Scout versus scout. Peek. Guys, what if all I did was I went to the wilderness and just killed people's scouts? And I called myself the scout killer. And I'm just a menace to the wilderness. That's bannable for griefing? Sounds like a waste of time. What do you mean? You mean you wouldn't watch the Scout Killer YouTube series where I could be generating billions of dollars? I'm out of here, boys. We had a hopper. I gotta make sure my scout's in the same world as my main real quick. I don't think I've ever seen anyone get a dragon pick from Callisto. I never understood the argument of people going to the Wildy where you know people are killing anything. And then they see you and you're acting surprised or mad. That is true. I mean, if you go to the Wildy, you gotta be ready to be ganked. We wouldn't go to the Wildy if we weren't forced. Okay, let's talk about that. What item is forcing you into the Wildy? I would say Void Waker is kind of an optional one. Clue Scrolls, you kind of have to go there for Clue Scrolls. But MA2 Cape is the only one I can really think of. And I didn't mind that. D-Pick you can get from Cowfight Queen or KBD, right? Grim, what's good, bro? Web Weaver Bow. Brother, if you're avoiding the wilderness weapon is the last thing you need. You grinding the Void Waker? I'm grinding the Dragon Pick. And I've already gotten the Ring of the Gods, which apparently is more rare than getting a piece of the Void Waker or the Dragon Pick. That's usually the way it goes, though. I'm kind of just trying to double down right now and just grind one thing. Because if you bop around, if you spread yourself too thin and you bop around between like, oh, I'll do this grind and that grind and we'll do a few KC here, a few KC here, you never get anything. I haven't gotten anything for months doing this tactic. So the only way to get something, to get like one item per month in RuneScape, is to do nothing but that boss. Like all day long. You have to camp it. Otherwise, it just feels like you're never getting anything. So hopefully I get a dragon pick here. Ooh, I got hit by that. Okay, 22 more kills, boys, and we're going to hit Callisto and see if Callisto has better drops today. Yo, Sard, any life advice? Are you asking a guy that plays video games for a living? Who's 35-year-old, single with no family? For a life advice? Brother, I'm the one who needs life advice. Not you, okay? Have you tried growing hair? Yes. Every minute of every day. Matter of fact, guys, I'm to the point now where I want my hair to stop growing. Like, can I actually get laser hair removal on my head so it just stops growing? Brother, that might be the move. I hate shaving my head every 2 days. Restores on the ground. Thank you. Get a skull shaver? Yeah, I used the Pitbull. I love the skull shaver. But what if I didn't have to use that ever again? You guys gotta realize, I mean, all of that time that you spend shaving your head and all that, what if you just looked perfect all the time if you just got rid of it? That's what I'm thinking, man. I wonder how much it costs to just laser hair removal your head. Got some ribeye steaks marinating in the fridge. Damn, let's go. The marinator. Tattoo hairline? I don't think that the tattoo hairline or the hair transplants look good enough yet. Legit bald looks better than both, so why would you go for a less good option? It depends on how bald you are. I mean, you could get a hair transplant if you're not that bald, but if you have to get a lot of hair transplanted, it does not look good. If you're too bald, you gotta just accept it. If you're kind of bald, maybe you could work with it. Oh, Void Waker! Chat! Dang it! Now I have to get the rest of them! What the heck? I didn't even want that. I want the dragon pick so I don't have to do the Void Waker grind. Now I have to commit. Rip. Alright, I'm not killing Calvarion anymore, so what do we do next? Should we go Ardio? I know how to kill Ardio. So it's Spindle, Ardio, and Callisto. You have to hit the back-to-back real quick. What KC? Guys, 82 KC on Calvarion, Ring of the Gods, and Void Waker. Is that good? All right, one quick back-to-back, and then we're not killing this guy anymore. We have literally ghetto greenlogged this place. Pretty sure there's only 2 items that give you power upgrades. The Skull of Vition, what does that give? Oh, a Revenant weapon. I'll probably cancel the prediction because I'm not going to finish the 100. All right, here's the back-to-back. Gold ore and anglers. Okay. Okay. Should we hit Callisto? So there's 4 pieces of the blade. OSRS Wiki, Void Waker blade. There's only 3 pieces. Oh, because the bears are the same drop table. And the spiders are the same drop table too. So you need the blade, the hilt, and the gem. Now the gem drops off Venenatus and Spindle. 1 in 900. So the reason I'm thinking about farming this guy is this guy has to drop red spider eggs, right? I am so short on red spider eggs right now. But you also have a chance to get a dragon pickaxe. Did anybody clip the Void Waker? We got the Void Waker. It depends on how bald you are. Nice. Talking about being bald. That's going to go on Behe. Now you got to finish the Void Waker? I know. Now I have to finish it. This is BS, guys. So I think we can do Callisto. We could do a Callisto mass. Well, what's faster? Callisto or Ardio? Ardio's faster. Callisto, if you limit 10 people in the room. Mass is not good. Callisto's only good if you get a small group. So we would need to take like 5 people. Because the problem with Callisto is too many people show up. That is a very real problem. Maybe we just hit Ardio instead. All right, I need to cancel the last prediction. I'm gonna return everybody's points because we're not doing 100 Calvarion kills. We're not gonna finish it. Okay, wait a second. What do we need to kill Spindle? Spindale is weak to crush as well, so we would just take the exact same loot to Spindale.